I've been still using this moss ball centerpiece, and I'm getting ready to try something different for the spring, late spring now, and summertime. A different kind of centerpiece that goes along with a little ocean theme, kind of beach theme, based on a trip that I recently went on. So I already have my supplies here. For mine, my husband's 11-year anniversary, the element is steel, and I like to buy a gift that represents the element. So when we were away for our anniversary, I wanted to go to a consignment shop in the town that we were visiting. It was a lovely beach town, and I got this at one of the consignment shops, this stainless steel tray. It's really a serving tray, so I'm going to wrap it with a little bit of saran wrap to protect it, because what I'm going to do is put in these items here. These are some things that I got at the beach. There's sand underneath here, and then several other little pieces. So I'm just going to create a little display here. This is going to be the new centerpiece for the dining room, and I bleached everything. I cleaned this, I soaked the sand in bleachy water, cleaned everything, let the other shells and rocks and even the grass, like everything in here was soaked in bleach. And because it's going to be on this table and I didn't want any little bugs crawling out, so I'm going to line this with the saran wrap and lay these items out decoratively. And I do have a little crab guy in there. If you can see that little piece there is a piece of him that broke off. He's like fully intact except for that little piece, but I was able to salvage it. So I'm just going to glue it on to his little arm here, and then I'm going to cover him with a coating of Mod Podge to protect him. And then I might do that to some other items, because I do have this little crab leg right here, so I might add some Mod Podge to that just to protect it. But definitely he needs something, because I don't want any more of his pieces to fall off. And then I'm just going to put everything together. This is going to be like a nice little relaxing style of a video, so I hope you enjoy. Put on some gloves for protecting my hands, and then use this to line it. I'm going to try to flatten these edges as best I can, but at the end. For now, I'm just going to go forward with the rest of it. I'm just going to take this stuff out, and I'll lay everything on this paper towel that comes out of here for now. Just these little stick things with the grass. And here's a shell and some rocks. Same thing here, these little stick things, and then the little crab leg. Another shell. I might not use everything. And here's the little guy. I'm gonna fix him up. And then I have some little pieces of driftwood. A couple couple of other little shells, and this shell already had this hole right here at the top. You can even make a little hanging piece out of it with maybe some twine and some wooden beads. Another shell, another rock, and some more wood. And this little thing got in here. So this is the clean sand that's gonna go first. Onto the tray. Just gonna loosen it up a little bit. Use a little, just to not give it that flattened out pressed look. Try to make it look a little more like the sand was just walked on or just naturally out there. Just loosen it up, but I want it to go all the way to the edge if possible, to just cover all of that plastic as much as I can. All right, I think that looks good. So just gonna start laying out some of the things that I really like. So put that there. I really like this one. I like the coloring on this one. Put this over here. And there's no special way to do this, just putting it wherever I think it looks good. Just randomly placing. I'm probably not going to use much of the big, maybe I'll just save this shell and use the smaller ones just to keep it. Like that. Just place these around. Not sure how I can use this. Let's try. I'm gonna try cutting some of this bottom part off. And just try sitting it here. And same thing with this one. Put this on the other side. Just kind of sit it there. I'll just lay that there. And then, now I'm gonna work on this. But before I do that, I'm just gonna see if I can get all the sand out of here by wiping it out with a paper towel. And it's right here. It's gonna go on like that. It even has little fibers coming out of it. Those little connecting fibers right there. Let's just add the little drop of glue here. Oh, I can't even see what I'm doing. Okay. Add a little drop of glue here. Okay, so that's back on. And I think I might work in this shell somewhere. Nah, I think it's good enough. This shell's really cute, so I'm just gonna use this somewhere else. And I'm just gonna use a little Mod Podge. That's obviously too much, but couldn't help that. So let's paint this guy on a little coating of Mod Podge. His leg fell into the glue. Of course, I'm gonna reattach this. I'll have to glue that on after. I want to make sure to get the Mod Podge inside the little cracks here, because this is where the connectors are to prevent the legs from falling off. There it is. So actually, while I'm waiting for the hot glue gun to heat up, I'm going to paint this with some Mod Podge. Since I did kind of pour out way too much here, I'm just going to use some on here to paint this crab claw. And then the other thing I wanted to do was print out a picture of the scenery of the beach scene of where we stayed. And I was going to have the claw hold the picture up in this display. So I'm gonna probably do that. I'm gonna try it on my home printer to see how the picture looks. And then it probably will be fine. It doesn't have to look like a picture necessarily, but if I'm not satisfied with it, I can always have it printed out at Staples or something. So I'm gonna try that. Just try to print out a small picture, and then if I do, I'll add that. Okay, so he's good as new. He has all his little legs and hands, or whatever. This is the view from the patio of the hotel we stayed in. We were right on the beach, so this is the beach right here. This is the water. And this was a pathway that led straight down from our porch to the beach. It was beautiful. We had a sliding door to get out, and this was the way we walked down, and we could access that, and it was just a huge, vast beach. So for my display, I'm going to print this out in a 2 by 2 inch size, and because that seemed to be the best fit. And here I went back and added the writing on there. I wrote the Maine Thing because this is Maine, and I just thought it would be a nice play on words. Focus. Okay, there it is. And the cardstock I'm going to use is probably going to be black, so it will blend nicely. And then I'm going to show you the final display. crab and he's all dry. And the crab claw that's gonna hold the sign. I'm just gonna put everything together. I'm gonna have to move the rock. Probably let it lean on the rock. And then put this here. And then this, where should we put him? I'll move this over. And this, put him right here. This one. And put this one over here. And now this saran wrap is starting to bother me, so I'm actually just gonna cut off the little rim that is visible there to leave that off. And it looks much better now.